Your video is paused and you can continue, please.
Yeah, okay, okay. Sorry guys, that was a technical glitch due to which I'm being thrown out from the system. So again, I will continue with the video. So this is a bottling plant where process is going on, a sub-process of a big process is going on, which will be controlled manually as well as automatically. So let's have a look of that video, and then we'll discuss about this, that how this thing is happening and how PLC HMI SCADA is useful in the industry and what are the applications of this technology. So this is the whole process. So at the beginning, we have seen there is a button, a person who is turning on that button and starting the process. And in between, you have seen a screen where a person tapping on some buttons, and it will give commands to the system to do certain processes, certain tasks. So this is actually this is actually a automation. So automation doesn't mean that the things will work automatically and by its own. So the perfect automation is where we have manual as well as automatic control. So for manual control, we have this button, and for automatic control, we have that particular HMI linked with the PLC. If there is a malfunction in the auto system, so we have a manual system through which we can control a whole machine, so that there should not be a downtime in the industry, so that it will not hamper the productivity of that particular production assembly. So at here you can see there is a button which will turn on the system. Actually, it will give command to the motor or conveyor belt. So at here you can see a conveyor belt which will moving the bottles over here. And at here it will do two things. One, taking the bottles which will be upwarded. That means the whole of the bottle at the upward is. And the other thing is it will do the inspection. Inspections means that the dimension that will be required, or that the dimension is permissible for that particular sort of product is there, only that bottles can go through from here to the next station. Rest of the bottles will be taken away by the system, and it will be inspected by a sensor over here, which will sense the height, the dimension, the cylindrical uniformity of the system, and then it will move the bottles to the next station. As you can see, over. At here, the bottles are coming, and in between, if you'll see, these are the rejected bottles, which will go down to the bin. Okay, so inspection is done, and the right bottles are going towards the next station. So that conveyor, and now at this particular point, this is a conveyor belt which will stack these bottles to the next station. At here, you can see a red light over here. So these are the counters which will count the bottles which will come into this section. Why this is necessary? Because when you have seen that video, that there is a number of bottles that will be allotted in this particular area. So after counting that particular amount of numbers, the conveyor will stop at here and it will give a direction to the next bin. See. So now there is again a conveyor belt which will be controlled, and at here you can see these are the nozzles which are going to pour the liquid into the bottles. So right now they are stacked, they are not moving. When the counting is done, that the number of lot is being calculated, this system will start. So at here we have seen that there is a button and there is a auto control. So now with the help of HMI, a person is giving the command to the system to start the conveyor as well as this filling system. So this is an HMI which will give the graphical representation of the codes through which we can control. So you can see this nozzle so nozzle come down and fill the bottle. So it will also be sensed by a sensor that how much the liquid poured into the bottles, and after that it will give command to this rotary system which is pneumatically controlled, and it is a mechanical system which will rotate these bottles to the next conveyor belt for the next station. So at here you can see the number of bottles that will be moved to the next station is controlled by this rotary cylinder. Again, this is a mechanical arrangement controlled by pneumatic system. And over here there are two robotic arms having 4 legs, having 4 hands, where they will pick a cap from a different station that will coming towards here, and they will pick from one place to the dedicated place. How you will sense that the bottles are present over here? You can see there are 4 sensors over here. 1, 2, the red lights over there, and these robotics arm that will be pneumatically controlled, that will read that there is a presence of a workpiece over here, and they have to put that particular cap on these bottles. And when it will move to the next station, there is a capping section and cleaning section also. So these are again a robotic arm, pneumatically controlled, which have a capability. These are rotary system, continuous rotation, which will tighten the cap and move to the next station. So as you have seen in the mechatronics presentation, that there are multiple integrations of a different engineering streams in the industry. So how to integrate that system, that will be done in the mechatronics part. As you can see over here, that will be done in the mechatronics part. You can learn that how a different systems can be integrated. And at the end, all the process having different sensors, conveyor turn on, these robotic arms to be controlled. The signal will be sent by these sensors and that will come into the PLC, and accordingly the program is designed for this sub-process and it will give a command to these assembly line that how it will be operated. So the whole process is operated by the PLC only, and that process you can see the graphical representation of that process on that particular HMI. So this is the one application of the automation lab, and the if you can say the application of the automation lab everywhere you have heard the name of manufacturing industry. There you will find the automation system. So PLC has a great scope in civil application as well in the industrial application to control, monitor, and the systems and optimize the system according to the requirements. So as you can see, traffic lights, escalators, elevators. So in escalators and elevators, there is a motor that will rotate that lift or the escalator. So that is a drive system that will also be connected with the system. And each and every industry requires a security parameters, or you can say if you have seen in your houses, there is a MCB over there. So electrical arrangement is always be required before installing the other equipments. The safety parameters are installed first. That will be done into the electrical part. So you can learn all these things in the electrical part also. Paper industry, gas industry, elevators, food and beverages, cement industry. There are huge applications of automation lab in the industry and also in the civil application. In civil application, the most common application where you can use the automation system is home automation. So this is the infrastructure we have in SCOE, NIT Kurukshetra. So this is our lab where we have multiple PLC controllers embedded with HMIs and having the SCADA system also. So we have 6 1200 PLC over here and 1 1500 PLC over here. So when we pursue the training program, you will learn all these technologies online as well as offline. So online will provide you the simulation softwares of these particular technologies, through which you can experience a hands-on practice by using the simulation software. And when on-site, you will hands-on that particular system which we have learned in the online system adhere on these industry-related kits. So that is all about from the automation lab. Thank you very much. My name is Roj Kumar Kamal, and I'm handed over to Anuj. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Suraj sir. That was very informative presentation from your side. So students, thank you very much for your kind attendance. And again, I would like to take an opportunity to thank all the respective members